Binance has been hit by the biggest blow to ever be dealt to a major player in the crypto industry, including a historic $4.3 billion fine and the ousting of its CEO. But it's not the end of the road for Binance. It is, in fact, the start of a new era for the company. Just as Changpeng Zhao tendered his resignation in his controversial ousting from Binance in the crypto world, he announced that Richard Teng would be taking over from him as CEO. Before now, many crypto enthusiasts and traders alike had never heard that name. And even now, days after CZ's exit, depending on when you're watching this video, many people still do not know who Teng is. Regardless of whatever controversy is surrounding Binance right now, it remains the largest crypto exchange in the world and a major bastion for everything crypto. So, knowing who is now in the driver's seat of this important crypto company is necessary. In today's video, we'll do a deep dive into Richard Teng, the new CEO of Binance, covering his history and what Binance might look like under his leadership. So be sure to stick around till the end of this video to get all the information on the man who could take Binance to its next milestone and beyond. Without further ado, let's get to it. Richard Teng is a veteran in the financial industry with 3 decades of experience in regulation, finance, and business development. He started his career at the Monetary Authority of Singapore, or MAS, which is the central bank and financial regulator of Singapore, where he spent 13 years and rose to the rank of Director of Corporate Finance. During his time at MAS, he was involved in the development and implementation of policies and regulations for the capital markets, securities, and futures sectors in Singapore. In 2007, he joined the Singapore Exchange, one of the largest and most liquid stock markets in Southeast Asia, as the Chief Regulatory Officer. He was responsible for overseeing the regulation and supervision of the listed companies, intermediaries, and market infrastructure on SGX. He also played a key role in enhancing the corporate governance and disclosure standards of SGX, as well as promoting investor education and protection. In 2015, he left SGX and moved to Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates, to become the Chief Executive Officer of the Abu Dhabi Global Market, or ADGM. ADGM is an international financial center and a free zone that offers a favorable environment for businesses and investors in the Middle East and beyond. As the CEO, Teng was instrumental in establishing and leading the regulatory framework and strategy of ADGM, covering banking, insurance, asset management, fintech, and crypto asset activities. Under his leadership, ADGM became one of the first jurisdictions in the world to introduce a comprehensive and progressive regulatory regime for crypto asset businesses, including exchanges, custodians, brokers, and advisors. ADGM also became a pioneer in adopting a risk-based approach to anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing regulations for crypto asset activities. In line with the standards set by the Financial Action Task Force, the global watchdog for financial crimes. Teng also spearheaded the development and innovation of the fintech ecosystem in ADGM, launching various initiatives and partnerships to support the growth and adoption of emerging technologies, such as blockchain, artificial intelligence, and digital identity. He also fostered close collaboration and dialogue with other regulators, both locally and internationally, to promote the harmonization and interoperability of regulatory standards and best practices. In August 2021, Teng left ADGM and joined Binance as the CEO of Binance Singapore. Binance Singapore offered a simple and secure way for Singaporeans to buy and sell cryptocurrencies with low fees and fast transactions. However, just a few months after Teng joined Binance Singapore, the company announced that it was ending operations in the country due to regulatory reasons. However, that did not slow his career down. By December 2021, after only 4 months in his role as the CEO of Binance Singapore, Teng was promoted to a new position as the regional head of the Middle East and North Africa, or MENA, for Binance. In this role, Teng oversaw the exchange's operations and expansions in the MENA region, which covers 22 countries and territories, including the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Egypt, Morocco, and Saudi Arabia, to mention a few. Fast forward to May 2023, and Teng was appointed as the head of the regional markets for Binance, excluding the United States. This was the highest position in the exchange's hierarchy, second only to the founder and former CEO, CZ. Teng's appointment as head of regional markets earlier this year put him in the clear as the likely successor to CZ, who was already considering stepping down as CEO at the time. While many people believe that Binance co-founder Yi He should have been the more natural successor to CZ, Teng's appointment signals a fresh start for Binance, the start of a more regulatory compliant era, if you may. That said, Binance is not out of the regulatory woods just yet, and they know it. So who better to take control in these trying times than someone with the pedigree of Richard Teng? Teng's main challenge and priority, therefore, is to steer Binance through the regulatory storm and to restore the trust and confidence of the regulators, customers, and partners. In his first tweet as CEO of Binance, Teng said that he would be focusing on 3 main objectives, including reassuring users that their interests and well-being remain priorities, and that they can remain confident in the financial strength, security, and safety of the company. Working closely and constructively with the regulators, both locally and globally, to address their concerns and seek their guidance and support. Working with Binance's partners to continue to drive the growth and adoption of Web3. Now, Teng's main strength and advantage are his knowledge and experience as a regulator. He understands the importance and challenges of compliance and governance in the crypto industry, and has a good relationship and reputation with regulators and policymakers around the world. He is also familiar with the best practices and standards of the traditional financial system, and can leverage his expertise and network to help Binance navigate the complex and evolving regulatory landscape and build trust and legitimacy with the authorities and the public. Since his appointment, Teng has not had any public events or addresses, so it's not completely clear what his plans and agendas will be. However, in a recent tweet, Teng said he plans on attending AMAs, events, and interviews over the coming weeks. He also assured that Binance's core values would remain the same. While it's still early days for the new Binance, crypto spectators and industry players have shared varying views on what the future could look like for the exchange. On the other hand, there are those who are confident that Binance is going to shake off the blow from the DOJ and possibly go on to become even bigger and more prominent. For instance, Danny Chong, co-founder of DeFi protocol Tranches, said, quote, "In terms of dominance, we could see Binance maintain or even strengthen its market position. The resolution of these legal issues should reinstill confidence in the exchange, and funds that were previously pulled for safety measures may flow back." Chong also said that Binance's decision to appoint a CEO with a regulatory background shows that the exchange is boosting its compliance measures, and that it could even return to the US and other countries. On the other hand, however, there are those who are pessimistic about the future of Binance, with some saying it could go the way of BitMEX. For those who don't know, BitMEX was one of the biggest exchanges in the market at one point, but lost its hold after the DOJ sued 4 of its founders for not upholding anti-money laundering laws, the same thing CZ is being accused of. History sure has a weird way of repeating itself. Whatever the case may be, Richard Teng definitely has his work cut out for him, especially since the case with the DOJ is not over yet, and the company could suffer some level of blowback from later developments. Apart from that, Teng will also have to deal with years of intrusive financial monitoring from US authorities, not to mention an ongoing lawsuit by the SEC and ongoing investigations in France. It's very possible that all of these could come together to chip away at Binance's already diminishing dominance in the crypto industry. That said, Teng is definitely going to need all the support he can get, and we wish him the best of luck. That's all for today's video. If you found our video informative, then please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to get updates on all our future videos. Also, let us know what topics you would like us to cover next in the comments below.